if you're buying weavings, and you're obviously interested in them or you wouldn't be watching my film right now, if you're buying them, you need to know how to price things and why certain things are priced what they are. It's important to realize that all Navajo rugs are not the same. One of the most important things you want to do when you're talking about price is know a few little things, like how old is it? Early blankets that run what we call the classic period, that's the time frame between about 1750 and 1864, are one price. These are early pieces that are very rare and extremely valuable. If you have a classic piece, it's going to be a matter of X compared to all the others. A great blanket like the first phase Chiefs blanket that occurred on the Antiques Roadshow, that was a $350,000 blanket. A great piece could even bring, in today's market, it's possible $1 million if it was the right piece. But generally the top end is going to be somewhere in that $350,000 to $500,000 range. And those are pieces that are very early, and quite frankly, unless you're an expert or a very serious collector, you're probably never even going to handle these. So we'll just take those out. The things that are late classic, then these are the pieces that are from about 1864 to about 1875, are generally going to run you somewhere between about $15,000 to upwards to $65,000. They're great blankets, very early, but they're not the classic blankets. These have started to go from natural dyes to aniline dyes, and these are still very affordable for a great piece of Navajo artwork, but is not that early classic time frame. The transitional time frame from that 1890s to about 1900, these blankets, and they're still blankets, could be anywhere from $2,500 to $12,000. Again, as time goes on, these pieces get a lot more affordable, and then we get into the rug time frame. Rugs, turn of the century to contemporary. Really what I tell my clients and what I tell people when I'm buying them, that weavings that are between 1900 and about the 30s, they're really valued about the same as far as time or age. It doesn't really matter if it's a turn of the century or a 1930s piece. At that point, it really comes down to how tight the weaving is, what the quality is, condition, and of course, and always, artistic merit. Is it pretty? Is it a nice looking textile? So the things you have to remember when you're pricing is really time frame is very important. If it's classic, it's going to be very early and prohibitive and very rare. If it's from the late classic, it's a real blanket, can still be affordable, but it is going to be somewhat price sensitive that you may or may not want to get into this as a beginning collector. But those blankets that are the transitional through the rug period, which again, anywhere from 1880s up into contemporary, these blankets, especially the rugs from 1900 and 1940s, can be very affordable. You can get a nice 6x4 Navajo rug from the 20s for $1,200. You need to do your research, you need to search around, and the people that have the most textiles generally are going to have the best understanding, and hopefully will have them priced where they should be.